Hello from Portland, Maine. It's Friday morning and it's time to show you a stupid Zoom trick. This could get you fired. This could be a very useful thing if you're doing a live production, so be responsible with it. What I've built is a DIY instant replay system with some pretty low priced parts when you're looking at broadcast video equipment. So what we've got is let me just show you the overhead view here. We have a Hyperdeck right here. You can't really see the front of it. I've got a Hyperdeck Mini. And for my webcam, I'm using, as always, the ATEM Mini. I'm using the ATEM Mini Pro because I like being able to see the multi-view output. I'll show you that in a little bit. But this works with any of the ATEM Mini models, the regular Mini, the Pro, or the brand new Pro ISO that just came out. So what we're doing is we have our Hyperdeck, we have our ATEM Mini. This is our USB webcam. So the USB output from the ATEM Mini comes into your computer just like normal. That is running into your conferencing software. This has 4 inputs, but for this we're only using 2. Input 1 is our face cam. And that is what you're seeing me talk on. Input number 2 is our Hyperdeck playback. So the output from the Hyperdeck playback is coming in as input number 2. Simple enough. The trick is that the ATEM Mini also has an HDMI output, and you can select which of the inputs or the multi-view, which one of those you want to appear on the HDMI output. So for this trick, we're going to feed the HDMI output from the ATEM Mini Pro into the Hyperdeck input so that the Hyperdeck record button can record that output from the ATEM Mini. Everything else is just a matter of timing. So let's show you what this looks like. So I am setting my ATEM Mini output, HDMI output, to the face camera that you're seeing right now. Over on the Hyperdeck, I am hitting the record button. Now, actually, before you hit the record button, you want to kind of center yourself up, look into the camera, and remember, we're going to build a loop. So you're doing this live during a meeting, during a video conference, and so you want to kind of not draw attention to yourself. You want it to be at a moment when you're not needing to speak. So maybe there's some stuff going on for a few minutes and you don't want it to be obvious that you're stepping away from the screen. So you want to look at the screen and have some movement for 10 to 15 seconds, but no real big obvious movements that are going to be obvious in a loop. So I'm going to do this now. I'm looking into the screen, I'm kind of centering up, and I'm hitting record. Now, I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to be still and look and pay attention for about 10 seconds. Okay, so that's done. The Hyperdeck has recorded that. Now, what's neat about the Hyperdeck is that you can flip very easily back and forth between record and playback. So now I've hit the play button. It has queued up the most recently recorded clip, and I've hit play twice. Another cool thing about the Hyperdeck is when you hit play twice, it puts it in a loop. So now on our output from the Hyperdeck, I've actually got this loop that I just recorded playing continuously. So I am now going to select the output from the Hyperdeck to show up in my preview. And this is why I like having the multi-view output, because I can see what's going on before I switch over to it. So now, now I want, I've got the wrong thing set up here. Let me cut back to the face camera and put the loop on the preview. So now you can see in my program window is me live, And in the preview window is the loop that I just recorded. I'm in the same chair, exact same clothes. This was just recorded 2 minutes ago. And so now, in order to dissolve over, I am going to look at the camera before I cut over, and I'm going to try and get in just the same position that I was before. And then I've got the button on the ATEM Mini Pro set to do a dissolve. So it's the least visually obvious change from one camera to the next or from one scene to the next. And so then I'm just going to dissolve to the loop. And now I'm still talking, and so my voice is being recorded, but what is coming out to my USB webcam is that loop. And now I'm going to dissolve back. I'm going to line myself up. Hey, and I'm back live again. So you have to be thoughtful about when you use this. It's not a great idea to play tricks on people, and they could feel very offended. But if you are putting on a production and you don't know when that gallery view is going to show up, maybe that's being recorded, maybe it's on a live stream, and you've got to go deal with something to help that production go off smoothly, this can make it less obvious that you're not right there in front of the camera. It can actually be less disruptive for your live production. So that's today's stupid Zoom trick. Let me know in the comments below have you tried this, or if you have other clever tricks for taking ordinary components and getting new types of functionality out of them. I'd love to know about it. Let me know down below.